Hello, hello. It's Julie Davison and Susan LaCroix. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. Today is Sunday, December 11th, and we're so excited to have you join us today to share some projects, some new projects with Stampin' Up. And it has been a couple weeks since we filmed. We actually filmed a couple videos straight in a row, which was a good thing because, Mom, you've been sick as you have a little cough. How are you feeling? Are you doing better?
Doing better. Both my husband and I came down with COVID. He actually gave it to me, so it's his fault. But we're getting better, absolutely getting better. Thankfully. The thing that's getting us both is the fatigue.
Yeah.
It's just wicked. So today's suite that we're using is kind of perfect for me right now. And other than that, I mean, it's, we're just hanging in here. I haven't ventured out of the house since we got back from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But that was
and just to clarify, like, you went home. We didn't see you for Thanksgiving because Dad was starting to feel ill. And so nobody else got sick, though. It was just the two of you. We did see each other on Thanksgiving Day with my siblings, and Anthony, but nobody else got sick from that visit. And you guys went straight home and didn't visit with the rest of the family. So I'm so glad that you're feeling better. And I have to say, you look really good. So just keep resting and lots of water, and the fatigue, unfortunately, will last a few more weeks, but hopefully you'll have some more energy when we come up in a couple weeks for Christmas.
2 weeks.
I know.
2 weeks.
I'm not ready. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready at all.
You at least got your tree up. We don't have that done.
I have my tree up, but I have done almost no shopping. So,
well, we've done some online stuff since we were kind of stuck in the house with COVID. We decided to I decided to log on and I've done some. I'm still waiting for some things to come. And then I'll have to figure out where we are from there because I honestly don't know.
Yeah, you don't remember half what you ordered, I bet.
Yeah, that COVID fog is another.
Oh. Let's get going. Let's flip the camera around and you can show everybody what we are using today.
All right. So we're going back to the annual catalog. And we're using a suite that I guess we haven't used before, and that's the Tea Boutique suite. So, which is perfect for me right now because I've been drinking a lot of tea. It's on pages 12 and 13 of the annual catalog, and you can get everything in the suite for using one order number, and the whole suite is $67. So let's kind of delve into what this suite includes. So here's the stamp set and the dies. So this is a photopolymer set.
Come down just a little bit. There you go.
Okay. So it's a photopolymer set, and you've got 2 different versions of the teacup, and you've got a lemon slice and some flowers and some great, take care of yourself. Excuse me. Then the dies, you can die cut out the stamped cups, or you can just have a plain cup, and you can do the lemon slices, and you've got some extra hearts and some of the flowers and leaves. So lots of dies, lots of ways you could use this. What I love is this paper. This is a 6x6 pack of 48 sheets, and you get all these great designs. And I'm telling you, there's a lot, and there's a lot of colors, and they're focused. I mean, what the colors are in this paper is the in colors. So we've got the Starry Sky, we've got the Sweet Sorbet, and we've got the
Parakeet Party.
Thank you, Parakeet. And along with some other colors too. There's some crushed curry in here and some other greens, but it's just so pretty. And the B side is I've been having fun with this. As a matter of fact, when the catalog first came out, I really made a lot of projects with this. Used it for my catalog launch projects, the make and takes. I flipped my camera back to, I turned the macro off. I think I had it on to take a couple of pictures and forgot to turn it off. So hopefully alleviate in and out of focus. I love these little lemons. I don't put lemon in my tea, but I like this paper. So look, I mean, just look how sweet that is together. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. And so, and this is another real sweet one. And one of the problems, because I did these cards so long ago, is I can't find them.
Oh, no. Well, I think one of the reasons we didn't show this one earlier is there was some inventory issues with part of the suite. And so I think that's why we kind of skipped over it. But it was really popular when the catalog first came out. So it's fun to kind of come back to the annual catalog and get out all of these fun things that we didn't have enough time to fully appreciate and use.
Absolutely. So this is the paper. I mean, it's just sweet. I think I'd show a couple doubles, but that's okay. All right. There's something else in this suite that I just absolutely love, and that are these cards and envelopes. And so you get, can you see them all?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 20 in this pack. And the item number is 159270 if you're interested, but it's the Tea Boutique cards and envelopes. And I just love these. Look at these. You've got coordinating envelopes with the cards.
So there's one for each in color: Starry
Yes,
Sky, Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide,
yes,
and Orchid Oasis. The thing I love about the cards is that the card front is pretty neutral.
yes.
And so I feel like you could really use it for so many things.
Yes, you can. So let me show you what I did with, I didn't do the whole set, but I did 4 of them. So here's one in Sweet Sorbet.
Come down a little bit with that one.
Here we go.
There.
And I love this.
Oh.
And then there's that one. And then there's this one. And I made this one for me. Take care of yourself.
Aw. Those are so sweet. I love them.
Yeah. So that's just some samples that I made. We just really very quickly with the cards and the envelopes. So Julie, are you ready to show your project?
I am. Let me switch the camera over to my desktop.
Right.
I should have turned on my light. Let me do that really quick. Is that better or worse? I think that's better. I have such lighting challenges in my room sometimes. I'm going to start with some samples really quick though. I made some cards using the note cards as well, and most of them I've already sent out, but I just used a piece of designer paper and layered it onto the same color cardstock and then added like a punched greeting and the teacup. Here's another one that I made. I love these colors together. Fresh freesia with the Orchid Oasis, that darker blue purple color. Here's a swap card from Mary McCormick. It's a Z-fold card, simple layout, but so easy and cute. And then this one is from Mary Ellen Stites, using some different patterns that are 1 1¼ by 3 inches. And the last card swap is from Kay Kaltoff, using some of those heart dies. Thank you for your friendship. Well, today's card, I wanted to incorporate something that could hold a tea bag into my card. So I'm going to do a pop-up pocket card, which I've shared before, but it's just so perfect for the little tea bag. So I'm starting with a card base that is 4¼ by 11 inches. And I have scored this one at 2 inches and 7½ to create an off-center gatefold card. So it's going to come in like this. We'll use our bone folder and get a nice crease. And so that's the card front. The smaller piece is going to be the bottom, and then you have the larger flap on the top. For the inside, I'm using a piece of basic white cardstock that's 3½ inches by 7. And I've scored at 1/2 inch and 5 inches. And I didn't use it for this card, but it probably would be smart to use the thick white cardstock. I think it would just kind of hold up a little bit better. So this is going to be the inside. You're going to fold so that is up at the front, and then the smaller flap is going to fold to the back. So it kind of looks like a check mark. And we're going to use a piece of tear and tape, which right here, like I know I had it right in front of me. I use a piece of tear and tape And it's going to go on the front, I guess, of the flap. So this one folds up and that folds back, but the tear and tape is going to go on that the same side as the pocket folds up. So let's start with some stamping on this, and then we're going to well, let's do the designer paper first. So the designer paper pieces that are going in the front, for the top, 3 1/4 by 4 inches. And then the back side of this paper is the same pattern I'm using for the bottom, is 1 3/4 by 4 inches. So if you cut your designer paper at 4 inches, and then you could cut it into 2 pieces, 3 1/4 and 1 3/4. So those are going to go onto the card, and we'll have the measurements, of course, in the video description for you so that you can remake our cards at home.
Good choice of colors, Julie.
Yeah, I love these. I thought it was a little patriotic, but I think the Parakeet party kind of breaks it up a little bit. On one version of this card, I had stamped the tea cups and die cut them, and I had it with the sweet sorbet stripes, and I was like, okay, that maybe is a little bit too a little bit too much. So I did pre-stamp those ahead of time. I also cut out one of these tags using the tailor-made tags for the front of the card. And so these are both stamped with Starry Sky, and then die cut. This one is on the Orchid Oasis designer paper. And then I also stamped and die cut one of the little tags, and that's going to go on the teacup. I love this little look of the tea bag. And so I'm going to use glue dots to attach the twine, one end to the tag and the other end to the back side of the teacup. And so I'll use another glue dot to attach that and hold the twine down. I like to give that twine like a little bit of air, you know, so it looks like it's, you know, kind of hanging out there. So I'm going to use another glue dot to attach the back of the tag to the cup. And I can kind of position it, you know, where I want it to go. And so these are going to go onto the tag, and I have a sentiment that says, "Let's get together soon." I love that. I'm going to put that down in the left corner of the die cut tag, and then I'll add my teacups, one of them with regular adhesive and the other one with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So this is going to be for the front of the card. I also have a little bit of the Starry Sky ribbon. I forgot what this one is called. Metallic woven ribbon. This comes in all of the in colors. So it's a good one to use with the Tea Boutique suite, because the Tea Boutique suite features all of the in colors. So I'm going to just tie a bow, and we'll attach the tag to the card front with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I want to make sure I only use the Stampin' Dimensionals at the top of the tag so that I don't glue the whole card closed with the tag. So that's going to go over here onto the left side. And our card opens like this. We want to secure this down to be our pocket. So I'm going to use tear and tape for that. And this is going to have to stay really close to the edge so that we have room for our card to move inside. And so this little pocket needs to have enough room on either side of the tape. So you want to test that out before you glue it closed. If you need to, you can trim the width of that pocket down. But if you keep your tear and tape really close to the sides, it should be okay. So we're just going to adhere that down so that it's the little pocket. And then before we glue this in, then we want to do our stamping. So I don't have any grid paper, so I'm just going to go with it. I want this to show up at the top of the pocket, but I'm going to open it up and stamp so it's flat. So I'm adding some of the greenery here, and then I'm going to add a blue sentiment that says, I miss you. So I think if you're saying, let's get together, that probably means you're far away from someone. And so I miss you seems appropriate. Okay, so that folds back up like this, and then you have your tear and tape already at the pocket, at the top of the pocket. And so you're going to slide this in to the pocket and kind of line it up so that the top is right underneath the fold of the card. So I've got it centered in the pocket and it's all lined up. And so when I close the card, this is going to stick to that little flap. And then when I open it back up, that flap will be stuck to the top. And when I open the card, the pocket will come up with the card.
How sweet is that?
So then you can add your tea bag in there. It also works really well for gift card holders. So you could do something like that for birthday or Christmas, but I think the tea bag fits so nicely in there. And this is not glued together at all. That pocket is totally loose. So, but it's still tight enough that it keeps your whatever's inside.
Oh, how cute, Julie. That's great.
Thank you. I really like the way that turned out. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you created because I believe you've got something to hold tea bags too.
I do. So I'll show you the project first and then I'll show you how to make it. I guess that would be the thing to do, right? So when the catalog launched, one of my team members and friends came over and she said, let's make some of these because we were both doing a catalog launch at around the same time. So this is a little holder that holds, it holds like a Ghirardelli chocolate square, and they're really easy to make. And then what we did here is we either stamped or we embossed a thank you on a die cut teacup to put on the front. And so everybody who came to our catalog launches got one of these little treats. Okay, so let's bring this template back out here. Excuse me. All right, so it's a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And excuse me, I'm so sorry. So you're going to fold it in half along the diagonal. So it's like that. And then we've got some other score lines here. And so basically that's it. I mean, it's just folding and scoring. So, well, Julie, I think you use this one, so I'm going to put this one aside. So I'm going to let you pick which.
Ooh, let me see the. I was going to say, let me see the other side. They're both petal pink on the inside.
Yep.
Oh golly, I like the red one.
Okay, your favorite color.
I know. I should say it's sweet sorbet.
It is.
So, are you just folding, or did you actually do any pre-scoring?
No, I didn't do any pre-scoring. So I'm going to start with this diagonal fold. And you're going to really want your bone folder for this project because you need to have good, crisp lines. And these are, I can't remember how many we made, but these go, once you get the hang of it and you're doing a bunch of them, they go pretty fast. All right, so let me get my bone folder and fold this in half. Okay. So now I'm going to do my scoring with our trimmer and score blade. And so this is the top. So I'm going to go by this measurement here as the top. And so we're going to score at 2 3/4 on either side. So we want to find our 2 3/4 mark. Let me do it this way. And the trick for this now is going to be making sure that the rest of the paper is lined up really well. Do I have that? Nope, I need to be over a little bit more. And
so are you lining up the point of the designer paper with the ruler line? Is that what you're looking at?
That's exactly what I'm doing. So here is 2 3/4. So I've got the point at 2 3/4. And then you want to make sure that your other points I don't know if you can see that, are straight. So you want to make sure that, and I use this guide to kind of say, okay, I need to move this way. I need to move this way. And I need to stay at 2 3/4. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me get the cut bar out of the way because that would be what I would do. All right, so now we're going to score this. We're going to flip it over and do it again. So again, the point at the 2 3/4 mark. Right there. And again, we want to line up the other points with, I just kind of use this as my guide. And it worked really well when I was doing this by myself. So we'll see.
That always happens.
Right?
I could practice something like 10 times and then I get on camera and suddenly it doesn't work.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just bending that a little bit to give me an eyeball. So now we want to do a 1/2 inch on either side of this diagonal fold line. So that's going to be our next score. So I'm going to, again, line this up here. And this time it's easier, I think. I will try it, to use the gauge, can you see, Julie? Is it showing?
I can't see the ruler at the top, really. You're almost, there we go. Now I can see it.
All right. So there's a 1/2 inch mark right here. And so I want to make sure that I'm going to go over, well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm going over to a 1/2 inch mark. So let me go over here to that 1/2 inch and line it up, both top and bottom, and score. And then I'm going to turn it over and do it again on the other side. Okay. So let me go here to the 1/2 inch on both sides and score. If I get my sweatshirt caught in the blade. All right. So that is our scoring. So now what we want to do is we want to fold on our score lines. This would be great for, Christmas or party favors or showers, baby shower or bridal.
I was just thinking that, yeah, not just even for, it's perfect with this tea paper because it's 6 by 6. And so you can just do a bunch of patterns, but yeah, this would be so cute for little Christmas favors, or I like the idea of using it for a bridal shower or baby shower. That's perfect.
Yeah. So now we have this, right? So it's just going to be a matter now of the gusseting. All right, so let me see if I can make sure I'm doing this right. Anyway, I want you up. And then I want you this way and you this way. Ta-da, ta-da. And there it is, right?
Is that the opposite? Don't you want the pocket on the outside?
Doesn't matter. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
So it's just the same thing. You're just reversing your center folds there.
Oh, Lord, here it is.
So cute. Oh my gosh. That's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I love this.
You're going to basically do a little W fold, if you can see that in here. And then you just grab a tea bag and stick it in here. You can grab a Ghirardelli and stick it in here with dark chocolate mint. Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, that
anyway,
would be perfect with like hot chocolate.
Right? So again, like on this one, we punched a hole. Let me take this out so you can see. We punched a hole and tied some of the glittered organdy ribbon. And like I said, we die cut a bunch of cups. Some we let's see if I can find one. Like this one, we embossed in white.
Oh, nice.
So this is this piece of paper. So it again, oh, chocolate caramel. And this one has the lemon paper.
Nice.
And you can now Meg Loven did a video, and what she was doing is she made 3 of these and put them together.
Oh,
She wanted more things, more pockets to put things in, and so she just then attached them, stuck them together with tear and tape. So anyway, that is my project for the day.
I love it. I was just thinking you could do a loop of ribbon and make it an ornament.
Oh my goodness, you can. I don't know what happened to this guy. So we'll just get him out of the picture.
Oh, Mom, I love this project. I'm so glad that you shared it. Scoot it down a little to the middle.
Bam.
There you go. Perfect.
Julie, on your cards, I thought we were thinking alike a little bit on some of these projects. Because well, this one I didn't, but this one I did the little tag, the little tea bag.
Yes.
With the lemon slices. And I did the same thing because it kind of reminds me of a tea bag, just longer.
Yes. Yes. I didn't even make that connection, but it totally does.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So, I mean, it's so easy. And I have just a couple more samples that I got as swaps. This one is from Jacqueline Corbin.
Oh, nice.
And she just used like the outline of that on a white. I thought that was really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Few little, see, you know why I like this card, it's got bling. And this one is from Diane Alberts. And she just,
I like that.
Isn't that nice? So she just used 4 different designer series papers in different sizes. And, made a little tag and put some of the glittered metallic ribbon. So yeah, a lot you can do with this suite. Absolutely. I love your pop-up card. I think that's wonderful. And I'll just throw a couple of these over here so you can see one more time.
I love it. Well, let's switch the camera around and we can show off our projects together.
Sounds good.
Oh my gosh, it's time to get out the Tea Boutique suite again. I love returning to all the things in the annual catalog after Christmas crafting is wrapping up. And so there's so many good things. I feel like there's so much in the annual catalog that we didn't really have a chance to get in and to use. So I hope that the projects that we've shared today have inspired you with the Tea Boutique suite, and you'll consider getting them. We'll have the shopping links in our online store sharing the item numbers for all of the products that we use today.
Absolutely. So we're going to wrap it up because I'm going to start coughing again. So I need so till next Sunday, Stamping with Susan and Julie. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't get too tied up about Christmas, right? It's the season to relax.
Yes.
So anyway, Julie,
exactly.
I can't wait to see you in 2 weeks, and everybody else, we'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Love you,
Bye, Mom.
Julie.
Love you too.